Hello, welcome to Wind Wash Art. Let's make a flower today. So I already put a base on there. It's just some used paint actually. At the end of big paintings I will scrape up whatever's left, put it into another container, and that's what I call used paint. Why waste paint if you can avoid that? And then I fired it up in order to get rid of some of the air bubbles. So I like playing with fire. There you go. I'm going to do an homage to my brother. His favorite color was green. And I'm also going to throw in a little bit of purple for my sister-in-law Liz, because thank goodness for Liz. She was there for my brother all those years, and she's an amazing human being. So let's see what we can do today. The regular paints I'm using, just the paints mixed up with acrylic paints mixed up with some pouring medium. I just use some cheap stuff that I get off of Amazon. I'm also going to use, in between the colors, an Amsterdam acrylic paint. This brand works well with Australian Floetrol. It can create a lot of nice cells. So that's Australian Floetrol. It does actually come from Australia. So this is what I'm going to put in between the different layers. What we're going to do, we're going to use this today. There's many different ways of making flowers, but I'm going to do this today. I'm going to show you a little trick too on how to find the middle of any canvas. Find anything, even a string will work. Just go side to side or corner to corner. If I can get this to sit well. Let's see here. Oops. There we go. That's my line. There. And there. And that shows me the middle. And after I do that, I put it into a cup of water. So I'm going to put this in the middle of the canvas in hopes that the paint, when I spin it, will be a little more even. So let's just start some pouring here. I don't measure. It's too boring. I just use a little bit of white as a barrier between the two colors so we don't get a lot of muddied effect with the colors. And the reason I'm using the Amsterdam is in hopes of getting some cell action in there. So again, I'm just using various greens. My brother's favorite color was actually more of a neon green, even more neon than that looks. Kind of fun. I'll put a little bit of yellow in there. And a little bit of purple for Lizzie. If I had some nice editing software, I could play some nice music for you in the background, but oh well. Hope everyone's having a great day. Actually, this green is pretty appropriate, isn't it? It's March, and St. Patrick's Day is soon, isn't it? Next week, I think. So maybe it'll be a shamrock. See how it turns out. So you just put layer on layer. Some people can or choose to put a bunch of one color, then a bunch of another, and do it like that as a single pass through, and that's perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong way of doing any of this. It's whatever works for you. That's the fun part of paint pouring. You can make it up as you go. It's actually looking more like a shamrock, isn't it? How cool is that? Now you want to put enough paint on there so that when you spin it out you'll have enough to reach the edges. I don't have a square canvas. I'm using just a small canvas, so I don't need as much paint. But you do want to put enough on there so when you spin it out it'll reach the edges. Alright, let's do double-fisted here, shall we? Alright. Again, the white just kind of makes a little bit of a barrier between the colors. In hopes of having a less muddied effect. I think one more pass might do it. What you can also do is put all the colors that you want, layer by layer, into a cup. And then pour the cup into something like this. That's perfectly fine too. I just like working out of these condiment bottles. Okay, let's end with the purple. In fact, I think another round. I just want to make sure to have enough paint to get to the edges here. There are some paint pouring folks on the internet that know how much paint to use per what square inch your canvas is, etc. You can look that up if you'd like. I can't be bothered. I respect them though. They're amazing. They're great teachers on how to do all this. And end with the purple. Okay, well, let's hope that's enough. Okay. Move all these back. A little drippy, that's alright. That's okay. I'm going to do a little bit of what they call wrecking. Kind of pulls some of that color into the middle. You can wipe the stick off after every pass. Okay, this time I'm going to go the opposite way. Or should I? Let's see. Yeah, what the heck. Let's do that. Okay, well, let's give that a go. Spin time. And on the bottom of these canvases I just have some small tacks. They're small canvases, so small tacks. When I have bigger canvases I have big tacks. Those are amazing. Alright, let's give this a spin. See where the weight of that paint is. Okay. Tilts it a little bit. The paint came off that edge because there's more paint heading in that direction. kind of pretty. Alright, for the heck of it, let's spin it the other way. Okay, I'm just going to tilt it a bit in hopes of getting some of that paint down in that other corner. Spin it that way again. Alright, gotta spin it some more until it really hits the edges there. Okay, spin it back the other way. It's almost at that edge, that last corner. Almost there. Goodness. See if we can encourage it a little bit. I think that's rather pretty, actually. Come on. Need you to go off that side. Okay. Well, that came out rather well. So now we're going to fire it up. I love the little bubble action going on. Let's see if we can get some more bubble action in there. You don't want to fry it, but you want to give it enough heat so the bubbles will come through. I know this is off center, but that's okay. It's paint pouring, it's not Michelangelo. Yeah, came out pretty well. Let's see if I can move the camera for you so you can see some of those bubbles. Forgive me with the jerking motion of the camera. Okay, I don't think it'll autofocus, unfortunately. Whoops, where's the camera? Okay. Bear with me, let me see if I can focus that for you. With manual focus. Yeah, it's kind of blurry when I try to do it manually, but that's okay. Because it's on video, it's a little harder to do. But hopefully you can see some of those nice bubbles in there. Alright, well, it's a flower for you. And hope you guys have a great day. Take care.